Hi folks, the reason for this video is to demonstrate some upgrades or the upgradability of the Yamaha 400, that's the DTX400K drum set. It's an electronic set and it comes very basic, and I got it for a good price online and it's serving its purpose. I'm a new drummer and I've decided to add some upgrades, and it is an upgradable kit. It may cost a little more in the long run to do it the way I did it, but I had the money for the initial set and wanted to see if I was interested in and enjoyed it enough to continue to add to it, and so I have. What I've done is to upgrade the snare drum pad here to the TP70S, making it a 3-zone instead of 1-zone drum pad that includes a rim shot on this end, and also the side stick effect there, as well as the snare in the center. And that was a $100 upgrade there. Another thing that I did was to also buy the new cymbal. This is the latest upgrade that I've done on it, and it is I think it's a PCY90AT cymbal, and it comes with the mounting hardware here, this unit, as well as this chrome stick. They've gone to the chrome on their 500 series, and I've gone ahead and attached it to the original tom support here, which is only 10 inches long. It does make it a little bit cramped, so I was able to find on eBay a 16-inch instead of a 10-inch, and there are used tubes. These are 1.5 inches outside diameter steel tubes, painted, and so when that comes in, I'll have a little more room to stretch out between the tom, I actually made this the crash cymbal, and that the ride cymbal now, which is all easy to do through the iPad, well, what do they call that? Yamaha Touch or something. And then yes, and you can decide which cymbal to plug in using which cord as well. I just used the ride cord. It's stretched over this far, and the new cable for that came with my new cymbal is plugged into this port right here. And let me explain the pedals that I bought as well. You know, I didn't really care for the silent kick units. KU100 unit was the bass unit. The hi-hat might be actually numbered something else, but there wasn't enough feedback for me, a new drummer. I liked the feeling of, you know, the centrifugal force of actually hitting that beater into the kick pad. And so the kick controller that I got, or the actual kick, the beater, is a 7210 chain-driven single bass drum pedal. They also make a belt drive one that's FP6110, and then this unit is called the KP65 Kick Pad, and I got that for $69.99. This hi-hat controller is the HH65, and I got it for $69.95 as well. And you know, those have been good upgrades to the kit. I will say that some of the reviews on the cymbal said that when you plug it in, it gives it a separate, automatically a separate splash sound. This is the original splash sound. I should say crash instead of splash. And it's called the Dark Crash 18. You can see it right here. Dark Crash 18. Now, if I hit on the other cymbal, my new one, it changed colors right here to show I'm dealing with a different cymbal, and they call that the warm crash. I think that's an 18. No, it's a 16. Warm crash 16. And what folks were saying was that their new cymbal somehow wasn't as loud as the old cymbal. It's the exact same cymbal. This is the same cymbal. The trigger, there is a volume difference there. I've gone into, but the volume difference I found is actually in the sample, the electronic sample that Yamaha uses, not in the cymbal itself. So And what I've done was switch this cymbal with the same sound of the, what was it called, Warm Crash 16, and it had a similar volume. Likewise, I switched this cymbal to the original, which was a Dark Crash 18, and it increased in volume. So it's in the sound sample, but there is, and I suppose that is, being a new drummer, I would just imagine that actual acoustic cymbals vary also in their volume, which actually can help and aid and assist in artistic effects when you're drumming. So, but you can adjust settings here using the touch software. This is an iPad, so it would be an app. Click on settings and you can see that there is a pad volume. The whole set appears to be 120, with the exception maybe of the bass kick. It switched automatically. It's still also 120. You see where it says kick there. Now I'm back to the crash, the original crash 120. If I go to the other crash that I just added, crash 2, I upped it to 127, which made a little bit of a difference. If somebody wanted more, they could probably go item by item. Here's a tom, and decrease those to 110 or 100. Another tom, hi-hat, snare. Whoop, that was the, there we go. And decrease everything else to 110 or 100, whatever they thought, and then just leave the new crash at 127. That may be what you want to do. I decided to leave it the way it was because I think that it sounds just fine. Yep, and something else I also did to upgrade was to buy the Yamaha. It's called the it's the drum monitor system, MS40DR. It's $269.99, and it looks like this. Can you see that? It's a subwoofer. Sorry, that's a little bit, that's just a little bit dark. It's a subwoofer, and it comes with 2 speakers. Couldn't find anything in the instructions or online about where to place those, and I was hoping that there'd be room right here. It seemed to be a natural place to put them. Here, there's a cymbal stand that's not really adjustable too much. Same on the other side, and it really blocks where those speakers could go. So the only place I could really find to put them was kind of underneath the rack main bar. Of course, you could set them on the floor or wherever you'd like, I think. But this worked out well. Subwoofer you can place anywhere, just like a normal subwoofer. The sound just permeates the room. And when you're sitting here at the set, you can hear these monitors very clearly for where they are. I also got a little drumstick holder here that works pretty well for me. I think that's about all I wanted to say. Placement of the speakers, placement of the new cymbal hardware, and the adjustment of the set and volumes. I've got my work cut out for me. I'm a new drummer, so but I thought this was a really good set to start off on for the price, and it seems to be just that for me. Oh, this is just a little extra piece of yep, I'm glad I saw that, because over here, when you buy the new snare, there is a piece of hardware that you have to buy, because the bottom unit, I can't really see it right now, but the bottom of the snare, the hardware, is not the same as on these toms. These toms have a fitting that is 1.5 inches to accommodate the 1.5 inch outer diameter tubing. This does not, and so it can't mount to the 1.5 inch set to the bar. So there is it's called, let me see if I can get the number for you. It is the extra clamp TPCL65. I'm pretty sure that's what the extra clamp is. And there was a lot of extra hardware that came with it that you won't use in this. Basically what this is a metal rod that's hexagonal, but it's a rod, and then it's kind of molded into a plastic cylinder that slides into this existing clamp the hi-hat clamp. So the leftover pieces, of which I think this may be one, if my memory serves me right, I've just kept in the case that I may use them for something else, but I'll eventually probably just get rid of them. And I'm very pleased with the set. You know, besides this program right here, which is the, let's see if I can get it to name itself. It is the DTX400 Touch. All right, you've got your different sets, and you can, you know, edit those as you see fit. And there's also another app called Song Beats, and this is where I have several things in my library here, quite a few, where you can actually, it's like Drum Hero almost. And let's see if I can find a good one for this Black Dog. Demonstrate it here a little bit. These are MP3 files that you can speed them up or slow them down. I happen to like this view better. Shows you where to hit and when. Now there's an accuracy skill test, and you can mute the drum part as well so that you can play with it. And you can mute the music part and just play with the drum. And there are also lessons on this app called Song Beats, and so that'll help a great deal. Right now I'm just actually listening to music on my Pandora and playing along, picking up some things that way, looking at YouTube videos for and playing with those and learning drum fills and drum beats and enjoying it. Just an amateur, but thought this would be helpful to some folks. If you have any questions, I also added this little kick pad. What is it? Aquarian. It's a super thin kick pad, kind of protector, muffler, whatever for a normal bass drum head. But I put it on here because this beater was starting to actually become discolored and leave a mark also on the rubberized thing here, and I've seen some used ones that actually had a fairly large divot, so I wanted to protect it. I think that's it for now, and if you have any questions, I'll try to answer them, but hopefully this will give some others of you out there that were in my boat wanting to upgrade but not sure exactly how things fit together some idea. Happy drumming.